So, I mean, I wish them well, but I also agree with those who say that this whole arrangement seems like a coup d'etat for the former flag bearer of the party. It looks like it. It looks like it. Oh. It quacks like it. That, and so they say that if it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, you cannot obviously deny the fact that it's a duck. But whoever they present, they should remember the results of the 2024 general elections and the issues that played out during that election. I mean, I sympathize a lot with my big brother, Dr. Mahmoud. Because a lot of chickens are coming home to roost on his head, unfortunately.
I'm sure you've heard what Eugene Boachi Entry has said. He's a former Subin MP. Why he believes that the NPP has a chance in the 2028 elections. He says the NDC, from where he sits, the NDC is going to sponsor or present a new candidate. Obviously. And for him, that gives the NPP a strategic advantage over the NDC in the next elections. And so, whereas you are here and you are thinking and saying that 2028, it looks good for the NDC. It looks good for the NDC.
You see, Moro, every election...
he's aspiring to become General Secretary.
Yes. Yeah. Moro, every election is different from the previous one.
Absolutely.
No
elections are the same.
Yes, you don't go into the next election with the previous results that you had.
Yes.
You all start from zero.
Yes.
And so no one is going to come into the election with any special advantage. The fact is that whoever the NDC presents for the 2028 general election will be, I'm sure, known just as any other candidate that the NPP will present in our body politics. Are you getting it? And so it's not about...
Dr. Mahmoud Bamia, then he's already been marketed, hasn't he?
Oh, come on. I mean, the number of times one goes does not... You see, no matter how much you take a bad product to the market, it will still be rejected, as a bad product. It's not the number of... I mean, what's the name of the guy? What's the name of the guy? The guy whose posters are everywhere in this country.
What's the name? The guy who has a massive building in here. The young chap, isn't he?
No. Not the independent candidate.
Oh, the independent, okay.
He's also an independent candidate. Oh, look, he has this son.
Akpalu.
LP. How many times has
That's a very good friend.
No, but I'm saying that how many times has Akpalu...
He said you are one of the reasons why he can't do elections.
How many times has Akpalu not been marketed?
Charlie,
how you getting it?
The man is frustrated.
It's all over the country. Look, his posters and pictures are more than any other flag bearer.
In this country. Why he loses the election, say you do it again. And yet you see his posters there. So I don't know why he keeps doing it.
So it's not about how marketed. If not, Akpalu would have won the whole election. You would have won the previous election.
I agree with you when he says every election, the dynamics are different. That's true.
Yeah, so trust me, the NDC will go into the next election with the record of performance that we have started with.
Right.
And I'm sure it will matter less who we present based on the record of performance that we are beginning to chop. And if the people of Ghana see that the NDC has governed better by way of listening better, showing more empathy, showing more respect, and attending to the economic needs of our people, improving our infrastructure, I don't think that anybody will want to gamble with those who took us backwards. It's too fresh on our minds.
All right.
To want to gamble.
The Ghanaian people
like
will also be also concerned.
Okay.
Even if the NDC, as I say, performs well, will be concerned about who takes over, whether that person will continue with a good work or not.
After John Mahama?
We have to make that decision.
Oh, but trust me, trust the NDC.
We
will obviously choose one who will be able to, continue with the progress.
Okay, so
after all, our motto is progress.
But Sweeney, how are you dealing with the pressure? I mean,
Which pressure?
The name popping up are interesting presidential candidates from the NDC.
The pressure to start.
We are talking about the NPP. Let's stay there.
All right.
We have not gotten there.
You said meaning if you ask him.
Yes, we have not gotten there.
Then you talk about.
No, I'm not saying you shouldn't comment on the NDC. I'm saying we haven't gotten there yet. Let's comment on what is happening.
What is happening in our party? We are going to have our candidate by January.
Okay.
That's what is going to happen.
Okay.
And then we wait for
the coup.
Then we wait for the NDC.
You are going to have the coup leader by January.
So it's going to be an open contest. It's going to be an open contest.
Okay.
Whoever wins, we have to rally behind the person.
You know.
Then afterwards, we wait for the NDC's candidates. And you know the names. Why do you want to shift the topic? You know the names that are coming up. That's what he is saying that they are going to continue. Why do you want to change the topic?
Sweeney's name yet?
Sweeney, I'm not sure. He's not contesting now. After the contest, he'll contest, but not now.
Not now. Okay.
Not now.
You mean he'll contest?
Let's talk about the coup leader emerging in January. I mean, how do you organize a party from the top? Like, which party has ever done that?
And also, the people who want you to contest, they are watching.
You want to choose a leader on top of the rocks instead of you to clean the rocks and allow the clean system to throw up.
But interestingly,
but I'm told they're going to have a polling station.
Interestingly, who the NDC would elect next year?
Is it next year or next 2 years?
I think that should be next 2 years, right? So what does the party's constitution say? That's 1 year.
1 year
when you're in power.
Election.
Oh, okay. But do you think that who the well, it's not just do you think, but obviously who the NDP will elect would to some extent influence the choice of the delegates for who succeeds John Dramani Mahama, isn't it? To some extent.
Maybe.
To some extent.
It may not. It may not.
Yeah.
I mean, as a party, we are clear in our minds about the direction that we want to take this country.
I have my candidates from the NDC.
And I am very sure that anyone who will throw his hat into the race will also be aligned with the agenda of the NDC. And whoever emerges after that process will get the total support.
Also, the front runners are known.
So let's conclude with yours. So in your case now,
the front runners.
There's Dr. Brandon Champong.
They are known.
No, in your case, there's
from the NDC.
Brian Champong,
Kenna Japong,
Dr.
Mahmoud Bawumia,
Kobna Japong,
Dr. Mahmoud.
When you finish, I'll mention the front runners of the NDC.
Then I hear Educhum. Educhum too has.
He actually launched his campaign yesterday.
Okay. The front runners of the NDC.
He loves this country. That's the thing.
The front runners of the NDC too. They are known.
Oh, but why are you anywhere?
No, they are known.
We are not afraid of discussing people who are known.
Who will
lead us into the next election. But we haven't gotten there. We are not afraid of discussing.
Who are the front runners?
I've told you, Sedun Ketia is there.
Okay.
But they will not be coup makers. Whoever emerges from the NDC will not be a coup leader.
Let him give us the list.
Haruna Idris. Yes.
Asedun Ketia.
Yes.
And who else?
The chief of staff.
Juno Zebra.
He's just reciting the Dankwa, Musa Dankwa's research.
That is public knowledge. He's not a
Musa Dankwa has been doing polls.
He's not a front runner.
He's a backbencher.
No, he's not. He hasn't told me he wants to contest.
A lot of problems.
But what I do know is that he watches Good Morning Ghana every day. So, he's not contesting for anything. But he says Good Morning Moro. It is against everything I have learned to build the roof of a building and buy finishes to the building before you build a foundation.
How? Who does that?
There is a clear attempt to foster Bawumia upon the NPP again, despite his shocking performance at the 2024 elections. Honorable Collins, there is no need to explain. It's totally counterintuitive. We get it. They have even managed to emasculate the poor and feckless chairman, Stephen Intim. Judging from your countenance, you yourself, you don't agree with the chicanery. That's all. Wow.
His Excellency John Dramani lost close to about 1 million votes. He was brought back.
Yeah, that's true.
That shouldn't be.
So Prosper Ashikwe from Asylum Down says, good morning.
Let's allow the delegates to decide.
Okay, that's fine. Please allow me to appreciate our friend Honorable Collins this morning. He has admitted this morning that NPP was just a bad party and the NDC is doing the right things now.
How?
Kudos to him. No, that's how he sees it. He's not said it.
How?
He says kudos to him. I like him so much. Smart guy. There are no corrupt acts to defend on a daily basis. Have you noticed that our friend has lowered the fire small? He's beginning to tilt towards fairness again, like I knew him to be. And I know
But I've
why.
always been fair.
JM is simply doing the right things, ticking the right boxes, and all Ghanaians
It's
are
just
happy.
been 6 months.
Are happy like Collins said.
Oh, it's
tell
just
him
been
to
6
keep up.
months.
This is good for our democracy.
It's just been 6 months.
And
Tell him that it's just been 6 months.
And this one,
So you will be a Jesuit.
Good